Hello, hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So grateful to have you here. I'm Lotus, Lotus the Sage. So today we're doing a reading to find out how the karma is playing out in whatever situation that you came to this reading for. So we're going to have two sides. One side's going to be how it's playing out for you, and the other side's going to be how it's playing out for the situation or person or whatever you came here for. Cool. So for pile 1, we have the exclamation mark. Pile 2, question mark. Pile 3, the and symbol. So take a second, and as you're thinking about which pile is calling to you, we're going to find out how it's, like I said, playing out, the karma's playing out for you, what has gone on, how to move forward, knowing this information and getting some guidance. We're going to do that for both sides. We have some tarot in here, and we're going to live shuffle with the Kipper deck and with the Lenormand deck. Awesome blossom. I'll see you at your choice. Welcome my pile 1 who chose the exclamation mark. Put you over here for the moment, and we'll spread out your cards. These will be your guidance at the end, just so you know. Okay, my lovelies of pile 1, let's find out how the karma's playing out for you. Oops, excuse me. Sorry about that. How it's playing out for you, and it'll be on this side is your energy. This is how I've shuffled and laid the cards. This is going to be your situation's energy. I did not intend for it to be a flip-flop, meaning that if this energy does not resonate, it's probably not your particular story. However, who am I to tell you how it's going to play out? So this could be your situation too. So you use your discretion and you figure out where that might sit for you. But just so you know, I'm anticipating that your energy is over here on my left side and the situation's on your right. All right, let's get it. Pile 1. So how it's playing out for you: cleaning house, number 37. Number 36, commitment. And shine, Leo. The very first energy that I got as soon as commitment came out, it felt like a cleaning house of your relationships, your dynamics, and I mean, excuse me for the background, they're renovating where I am living right now. So there's an energy of feeling like you're cleaning house either from your commitment or within your commitments. And I'm more specifically feeling romantic, but it does not have to be. It can be relationships on all facets. But there's something about, I feel like it's getting rid of more so than like tidying. That's the best way I can describe this clean house energy. Because with the shine coming out, it's like taking the lead, being in front is what I'm hearing. Letting yourself shine. And there's like this inner fire that wants to be let loose. Like that's the energy I'm feeling. This is interesting. So how I feel that karma's playing out for you in whatever situation you're in, regardless of it being an actual relationship or not, there feels like a clearing out more specifically of the things that were keeping you small. And it does feel more specifically for this energy at the moment like it's a person or people or a specific environment that involves people. That's what this feels like. Okay, well, let's find out. Let's get some more. So you have the 6 of Cups. Again, definitely relationship vibe. Definitely could be family too. Ace of Swords. This is still how it's playing out for you. 6 of Swords. And the Knight of Cups. I do. I feel, okay, Pawan, like I really genuinely feel that you are moving away, stepping away, leaving a situation from your past, hence karma, granted, it's going to be from your past, but this is like an emotionally bonded past. Like I said, familial, nostalgic, romantic, soulmatey, bondy type of vibe. That can be that energy too. And there has been a clarity within something, hence this clearing out is what I'm hearing more so than cleaning house. I'm hearing clearing house. So whether that's a divorce, whether that's somebody actually moving out, whether that's you moving out, whether that's you separating of energies, there is a definite moving away from a specific commitment that you may have had, regardless of it's not romantic or not. There is a moving away. And this Knight of Cups energy is so interesting because it's directly looking at your situation. And when it comes to Knight of Cups, you know, about that forgiveness, that offer, that gesture, interestingly enough, I feel that for you, it's looking more towards where you're heading to, but there is still a look back feeling. Like, I know this is the future energy, this is how I generally read, and it's looking into your future, but I cannot help but the way that the depiction of this character here is in like visoring the hand, you know, to look at the distance, in the distance, or in the future is what I'm feeling. But there's still a feeling of like what, I'm not sure if it's because you genuinely still care for this individual or the situation, and you do want them to be fine, but you just know that this can't work how it's been working, and there's no fixing it in a sense to stay together is what I'm saying, but it doesn't mean that there has to be like heavy tension or a tumultuous ending. This is so interesting. Well, first layer, if this is your energy, you got the right pot one. Let's see your situation. Balancing act, number 11. Dragon's Lair, number 19. And Capricorn, achieve. What I just heard is the words I heard were they are diving into the depths of what went wrong. There's something about not understanding fully how things either felt unbalanced. There's something about not seeing something, like on this energy here. They didn't see it, they couldn't see it, they were in the dark about something. And I feel more specifically they're in the dark because of choices. Again, this is nothing bad. It's almost like somebody who works ridiculously hard, but does not leave space for life, for love, for connection, for commitments to the home base. And again, they are contributing to the home base, like financially, and that's why they're living the way that they live. But there is something about that feeling of energy that I'm getting first. I think they're trying to find that balance between, you know, how they have been living and what needs to be changed or what wanted to be changed. I wonder, because I still really do feel like there's this look back energy, and I thought that might change a little bit more, but it feels even heavier now. There's something about them really trying to understand it. That's what I'm getting. They're not necessarily in the greatest of spaces, but they are handling it well because they are that type of, they like a challenge. They like something that's sort of risky, you know? I think that's how they work. And I think that's how they made their money, to be real, to how they made achievements. So I feel like there's a sense of them relating their relationships too much of a transactional thing. That may not be the right definition, but treating it too much like a business transaction instead of, for lack of a better word, getting to the humanity of the situation. Let's see. We got the World in reverse. How it's playing out for them. Three of Wands in the reverse. I just heard everything's at a standstill. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles, excuse me, in the reverse. Wow. And the Tower in the reverse. Like I said, I don't think that they're ignoring or denying what's going on here. Like, I really do feel like they're trying to understand, hence the standstill. Hence this dragon's lair of, you know, treading carefully on fragile or crumbly terrain. You know, there's something about this cycle either ending or finding, okay, on their energy, or the energy over here feels like there wants to be some sort of, again, like I said, understanding, but there's like a rectifying of the situation. It feels like because they didn't know. Like, they really didn't get the severity of how it was translating. Like, legitimately feels like they didn't get it, but now they're taking it, you know? Like, it's not like they're denying it per se. They're just like, damn, I guess I was really out of balance. This is interesting, because to be honest, I was actually expecting it to be a little bit more selfish in the energy, and it's not. It's very self-aware, which makes me understand why you're like looking back to see, can this be fixed? Will this be fixed because of this soulmate bondy type? But there is a clearing of house. There's a cleaning out. It's like, this can't continue the way it has, like I said. And maybe this was more of an ultimatum in so many words, you know, of if this can't change, or if we can't alter this, I gotta bounce, because I can't. There's something about it. Ooh, okay. All right, let's get some more. Let's start with the Kipper. This is interesting, Pawan. So I think how karma's playing out for them, or for the situation, like I said, it's a standstill. It's them recollecting, it's them replaying, it's them redoing, reviewing, trying to understand. But it does feel like something's not quite complete here. Like, it doesn't feel quite so final. Interesting. Okay, so let's get 4 more on your side. Courthouse with the 6 of Cups. Distant Horizons with the Ace of Swords. The House with the 6 of Swords. And False Person. Damn, man, I'm telling you, there's something very interesting. So you have the Courthouse with the 6 of Cups. And what I'm feeling with this Courthouse and the 6 of Cups, again, like, there has been a decision made. Like, again, it's like an ultimatum. That exclamation mark, what will you do? You know, what's your choice? And your decision, the Ace of Swords, your truth is like, I'm going to have to peace out, Distant Horizons, and go somewhere that's going to make me feel like I am in my power, that I'm seen and appreciated, and whatever is lacking, you know, that's what you're going after. That's the decision, like the ultimatum. That 6 of Swords that comes out with the House, which is like that home environment, you know, that I'm gonna have to bounce, leave troubled waters to go into something calmer. And this is what's troubled, is within the home. Within the home. And this Knight of Cups, now I understand this with this false person even more, because now for me, it feels like it's looking to see, like, I finally see what has been false about this, or there's been a lack of attention. That's just the best way. It's like, it's superficial, or it's surface is the better word. And you're like, this energy is not It's not working. I don't know how else to. I have to give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'll find the words. I'm feeling like this is not the way that I want to be loved. This is not what love is. I'm feeling this relationship is false. It's like a keeping up with the appearances, and like there's no. It's like a loveless dynamic in some way. It's not, or you don't trust what's been going on. Maybe they have been, you know, maybe their personality is just really charming and flirty, and their environment may not help, like, ease your worry or your doubt. Interesting. Let's get over here. Your situation. The family room over the world. Bad health over 3 of Wands. Pathway over the Ace of Pentacles. And occupation over the Tower. I'm telling you, this dude about work. This dude. Don't know if it's a dude. This person about work. So you have, with the World in reverse, you have the family room. And the family room in this deck talks about family, close connections, but intimate conversations. You know, not everybody in the family is privy to all of this kind of energy. That's what I take from this family room energy. It's a little bit more, yeah, not necessarily formal, just intimate. And there's something about a conversation had. Like, I feel like there's an ultimatum either given or something like that. But there was a conversation had that created this malady, you know? With this 3 of Wands in the reverse, like like I said, something came to a halt, and this restriction of flow is how I'm going to word that, is what now has created this new pathway. There's an opportunity here to, it does feel like there is an opening to fix it. Like, that's how I feel. There is an opening. It's just a matter, will you take make that choice? Will you sacrifice or make this a priority just as much as your work? You know, that's what I'm feeling here. And if you cannot do that, again, there are still other directions for us to go. And if that's the compromise that they cannot make, then I feel like you've already made your choice. Like, that's just what this feels like. This is so very interesting. Pile 1. Getting the tea right off the jump. Okay, so then, how do you move about this, knowing this now? Pile 1. How do you move? That's a lie. We're going to figure out. We'll ask that later. No. See, guys, I'm just figuring this out with YouTube right now. Yeah. Let's do this now. How you move about with this energy, knowing what you know now. How will this karma play out now? You've got privy to something else, right? We have the Clover over Courthouse. The Ship over Distant Horizons, and the Ace of Swords. The Moon over the 6 of Swords and the House. And the Garden. And Dog came out. Interesting. Okay, so we have the Clover that came out with Courthouse and the 6 of Cups. So what this feels like here is there is a fortuitous opportunity for this to work out how you would want it. I don't know which that is for you. I truly don't. I don't know if you actually legitimately want to go, or there's like a 60-40. That's the way I put it. 40% you want to go, 60 you really want this to work out. That's what I'm feeling for majority. And there's an opportunity for this to get rectified. With the Ace of Swords and the Distant Horizons, you have the Ship which also talks about movement. It talks about travel. It talks about, again, like, I feel good travels. It feels like something that will be good for you, period. And like I said, it comes out again with the decision that has already been made. Movement. I will move away. I will step away. Six of Swords, distant horizons, a ship. All of it's moving, you know, with that clarity of the Ace of Swords. And then the Six of Swords with the house, you have the moon. Talking about coming out and shining, that the moon here is a little bit more of that stepping out into the spotlight energy, and Lenormand. Being seen, it's also very feminine energy also. Yeah. There's something about stepping into your divine power. Your feline is what I'm getting. Like Lyrian. That's the energy that I'm feeling here. So then when it comes to the Knight of Cups, you have that false person, and 2 came out. You have the Garden, which is about meeting outside, a meeting, gathering, social gatherings, people gathering, and then loyalty. So for me, it feels like there is this like want to meet up, to still remain. There is this loyalty, like I said, this looking back. There is this loyalty to this. There is a definite underlying want for this to work out and for this to continue to be a work in progress, but like actually making steps towards that work. But I don't know if I'm wording this rightly for you guys, because this Knight of Cups and the false person, it's like you don't want to be allowing yourself to accept this energy anymore in the way that it has been being delivered. You know, you don't want that. So, but there is a loyalty to this situation, and I think that there might be an opportunity, like we said, for there to be communication, for you to somehow come together and rectify a situation. Let's see for them. So they want you to keep that in mind, but you still have that opportunity. Maybe you do need to step away for a while because they're in that like standstill, right? Maybe you need a vacation. Maybe you need to go out and explore, to be in that spotlight, and then maybe when you're coming back, you understand something more, or something changes, you know? So I say don't rush. You have the Scythe with the Room and the World, or the Family Room. You have the Tree with bad health and 3 of Wands. And then you have the Cross with Pathway and the Ace of Pentacles. I'm like feeling the Anchor for some reason, but ooh, interesting. 2 cards again, Coffin and the Dog. So, sorry, for occupation, you have the Coffin and not the dog, the Rider. I'm telling you. Okay, so with the Family Room in the World, Scythe, again, talking about ending, swift, clearing out, same energy. And it's also about gathering, and I'm feeling in this sense for them, it's about gathered information when something got cut out or got cut off. And this 3 of Wands and the bad health with the Tree here, and talking about longevity, family, roots, ancestors. Can talk about health too also. So maybe there was a situation where maybe they're not getting the best of health right now because of the situation, because of whatever's happening. But again, I don't feel like they're running away from it. Maybe that's what some of the concern is. Why you're concerned is because of that they don't know how to handle emotions well. That's a different energy, but there's a clearing away of something that was long-standing. That is for sure, and they are very aware of this. And this destiny, heavy burden, sort of faded. It's like it had to happen, like the way it has to happen. The way it's happening, it has to happen this way. But again, it's not a complete crumbling because they are aware of it, and they still have a choice. They still have that option, you know, to choose correctly this time around, so to speak. And then with occupation, like I showed you, have the Coffin and the Rider, which means, again, a death of something else or the news of something that is completed. And it feels like this movement coming forward is like them understanding. Like I said, coming back right to the beginning, understanding, and then now they're coming forward to you to tell you something, which might be this clover energy, which might be this gathering energy, which might be this loyalty. You know, this is, again, you take these energies how they resonate for you, but this is what it's feeling like on, you know, how to move forward, knowing what you know. So I do feel like, my viewer, you do still have a soft spot for this particular situation, but there is an ask of you, if you haven't already, to legitimately, that ultimatum was good to a degree, or and even if it wasn't vocally said, like you just stepped away or walked away. Regardless, it just feels like you did the right thing for you. Okay, that was beautiful. Pile 1, bottom of the deck energy is the mice. Yeah, you're still gonna have to tend to details, some responsibilities. Things can't get overlooked, but that might be what it was. They weren't attending to details. They weren't attending to the responsibilities. So if that cannot get fixed, it'll still be cloudy. It's true. Okay, your closing advice and guidance. So this is going to be how they want you to, your closing advice, like how to continue with this energy with your karma, period. And you have Maria Callas. She says, compromise is the enemy of perfection. There you go. Befriend your inner serpent. That's what you're finding, that fire in you. You cannot survive on sensation alone. And that's exactly it. There's not enough time, detail, attention, appreciation. Beautiful. How they want you to handle this situation moving forward. You have Freddie Mercury. It says, a dramatic life is better than being dramatic about life. Fair enough. Extravagance is the wicked stepmother of invention. Maybe this is what I was talking about, that luxury or that working and that business acumen, you know? There's nothing more precious than frivolity. And maybe this is where Spirit is saying to you, like, you need to give yourself some of that space, some of that time, and to get back to your inner nature, to your creative self, to the shining Leo energy, you know? That Queen of Hearts also energy, I feel, which is beautiful. So how they want you to deal with that is just like a dramatic life. I understand that there's something here to like work on, and again, a work in progress, but there's certain things that need to get cleared out because it's not going to continue to be able to be sustainable. Final message, Violet, faithfulness and modesty. You have that dog, loyalty. Modesty is a shining light that prepares the mind to receive knowledge and the heart for truth. There it is, my love. Prepares the mind to receive knowledge and the heart for truth. So my lovelies, I hope that was helpful on how karma is playing out for you in your situation. Let me know if it resonated. I'd love to read about it. Until next time, keep watering your lives. Ciao. Welcome, my pile 2s. We're going to find out how the karma is playing out for your situation. These are your guidance cards. We'll look at those at the end. All right, my pile 2s, let's find out how the karma is playing out for you. This side is going to be your side. That side's going to be your situation side. I did not lay out the cards thinking that there's going to be a flip-flop. So if this energy does not resonate, it probably is not your pile. However, who am I to tell you how it's going to play out? I don't know. So if this resonates as your energy, then so be it. Just use your discretion, but just letting you know, I'm reading this as this is your energy. Cool. So let's get started. So you have Into the Unknown. How karma is playing out for you. Number 7. And Sad Embrace. Number 45. With the 8th house mystery. Wow. Wow, pile 2. This is interesting. The song that came out from right away was, it's called Haze. I think RYX is the artist. Don't quote me on that, but I think so. But it's like, I'm in a blue haze. You know, like this is what this feeling feels like. And there's this feeling naturally of mystery, of unknown, of in the darkness somehow, or in the dark, metaphorically or literally. There is obviously a very sad, somber feeling to this. It's cold. It could be a dark night of the soul. It could be regret from decisions in your past. Deep-seated fears, insecurities. Yeah, a little bit of confusion, and I feel a little bit of helplessness is the energy. Like, what's next? What now? Hence the question mark. Okay, let's get some more. You have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. The Five of Pentacles. Judgment in the reverse. And the King of Swords in the reverse. It's like plans didn't go well, wanting another go around, but you're not getting the opportunity to do so. Again, this feeling of helplessness, like all the work and planning I put in. There might have been like a premature action here, like a hasty decision made, or hasty actions or hasty words specifically. It can have to do with a Scorpio or an air sign. Yeah, like my beautiful Paltu is like, if this is your energy, you're not in the best place right now. Absolutely. And this darkness or this heaviness that you're feeling, it feels like you're in a mental loop right now of like what ifs. Interesting. Okay, Paltu, if this is your energy, you're in the right pile. Let's get the situation. Wow, goblins. Damn, Paltu, sending you some love right now. Unexpected visitors, holy shite. 5 and 5 again, 5 and 41. And then Cancer, immerse. So, in my opinion, the situation or persons involved or person involved feels pretty much the same. They're just handling it differently, but the feelings are not that much different. Like into the unknown, sad embrace, goblins, unexpected visitors. Like, again, it's like triggers, hurt, like it feels like deliberately hurting someone. And I don't know if it was like overly conscious. I don't know if that makes sense. Like if you deliberately hurt somebody, then you have to be conscious of it. But I mean, I just feel like there's something that's so deep-seated in the triggers that were activated technically, that it created like a deep split, like a deep, frick. It almost feels like somebody didn't get an explanation, doesn't understand how this was the reaction. And this energy over here feels like they were not welcomed to this information, to this whatever was said. And I have a feeling it was coming from you, my viewer, or this energy over here. And I know for a fact that it was not meant to be taken in the way that it was received. However, their reaction triggered something else within you. So like I said, you guys are both in the same space, of not feeling the greatest about the situations, dealing with your own personal demons, diving and immersing oneself into that dark night, into the self. Whoa. Wow, man. L2, the devil. 5 of Cups. I'm telling you, the exact same energies, man. It's not... no joke. 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. Foundations are rocked. And then the Hanged Man. In limbo, waiting, trying to see a new perspective. So that's how karma's playing out for them. They are trying to see a new perspective, or trying to see this in a different light. And it does feel like, again, their choice or however they responded led them even further into this goblin energy, to this devil energy, into this addiction energy, into this poor me energy, into this unstable energy. So they had no choice but to, Spirit had to like hang him by the foot, quite literally be like, yo, you need to chill out for a second and look. Like, that's what this feels like. And for you, I feel that your particular lesson here is about value, about worth, about communication, about timing, about your own insecurities, about your own fear. Wow, Pal2, this is heavy. All right, let's get some more. So how karma so far playing out is, like I said, both in the same place, not great, not happy about how it's playing out or the decisions that were made. There's a lot of things like up in the air. In your energy is what I'm feeling like you don't really understand fully, or knowing what the actual thing was, but you know it was within this situation or this energy or this day or this moment. And they're, to be honest, you feel more spiritually evolved, even though you're taking it harder. And because of that is why you're taking it harder. And they are evolved, but there's something about them still being very childish when it comes to certain things. Meaning that they cannot, or naive about looking at themselves in a particular way, hence the observer energy with the Hanged Man. That perception needs to change. Those goblins need to come out. You know, hence the unexpected visitor. Wow. So you you have the main male over the 7 of Pentacles. Then you have imprisonment over the 5 of Pentacles. Wow. Then you have House. Judgment. Pile 1 got the exact same card in the exact same position. Wow. And then Despair. The King of Swords. I'm telling you, this main male definitely probably could be an air sign or have it heavy in their major 3, Cancer or Scorpio. But this main male energy with the 7 of Pentacles, it's, again, all the work or the effort that you tried to put into this just never came. It didn't feel like it was being received well, or it just didn't work. That's what it feels like. And this 5 of Pentacles being left out, imprisonment, like lack of something, just forgotten is what I feel like. And like what used to feel like something that was quote unquote a happy home or making me feel like home is no longer, but you're wanting a second chance to create that feeling because you don't understand there is this despair when it comes to this King of Swords energy. Like there's a confusion, there's a deep hurt, like it's deep, you know. And I want to say some things first, but I'm gonna wait. Okay, forget, I won't wait. You're worth more than what you're accepting. And I think that's part of what you're learning through this particular karmic lesson. Because if this energy continues to keep you, or you continue, and I can't even say there, if you continue to see yourself as in this is all you deserve, or if you're not communicating clearly, then you find out what you need to fix in that area. But what I'm feeling here, not to say there's nothing to fix for both of you, for everybody, there's always something to fix, you know, or something to make better, in other words. It's not like you cannot have this, but there's something about your worth and your value and how that is coming across. Right now, you are giving up your power because it wasn't, I don't know, I guess received well. And they're talking about, but what you said, was it still valid? What was actually spoken? Let's remove the emotion, remove the tone, and just hear the words. Is there something to be gained from there? And if there isn't or is per se, and regardless of whichever, what can you do with that information? Does that make you grovel back and be like, come and take me back, please, please, please? It's hypothetical. Or is it like, oh shit, I did not handle that situation properly. I see now where my fault was. Do I want to confront this and apologize, or just communicate what was going down? Or do I sit in my despair? Again, there's no judgments. It's just a matter of how are you going to look at how the situation is playing out for you. Jeez. On their side, they have courthouse with the devil. Yeah, like it feels like so, like, okay, like I said, your words may have came out really harsh and brash to this person, and this person from that moment was like, F this, done. You know, like that's the feeling. Yeah, done. Distant horizons. I'll cry somewhere else. I'll leave this situation. Forget it. F it. Yeah, just didn't fight for it. Just got angry, defensive, and bounced. Like, that's what this energy feels like. Yeah, change. That Four of Pentacles in the reverse. That lack of stability, just pick up and bounce. Like, that's literally this. And Spirit's like, oh no, my friend. You better look at what's going on here. Speak about it. Look. Oh no, my friend. Halt. Oh no, my friend. Hangman. You better look at what's going on here. You can't just run away. And I think that's why the goblins are the unexpected visitor, because I don't think that they thought that they were going to be so emotionally affected by what went on, to be honest. Like, in the moment of their reaction or how it played out, I truly do not think that they were hurt. Granted, that's why they're defensive, but I don't think that they thought it was going to linger as long as it has been. They're showing me the number 9. 9 might be significant for that energy. 9 weeks, 9 months, 9 days. 19, 29, doesn't matter. Like, 9 is significant. For you, it's 5, but yeah, man, there's something. It definitely can. Again, there's a lot of like relationship dynamics here. This one feels just the same, but it does not have to be just a specific romantic relationship. But there's a strong feeling of that here. So there is some sort of unknown that still needs to be understood from both of you guys. There is like I said, this immaturity to some of the reaction is what I'm feeling here. Hence why you're almost taking some of the brunt, most of the brunt of it when it comes to the emotional, visceral feelings that come with, you know, heartbreak or deep disappointment. All right, how does Spirit want you? Okay, so how does Spirit want you, my pile twos, to move with these energies or continue with these energies, knowing what you know now and how karma is playing out? How do they want you to move forward? The key with the main male. The fish with the 5 of Pentacles and imprisonment. The ship with the house and judgment. And the letter with despair. So the key, you have that with 7 of Pentacles in reverse in the main male. So I'm curious for you, my pal twos, is the key opening or closing this chapter? You know, what do you want? The key to this particular karmic lesson has to do with this energy, with this particular male energy is what I'm feeling, masculine energy. But are you opening the door or closing the door on this situation? And are you or are you waiting for them to rescue you somehow? The fish, when it comes to relationships, talks about sexual attraction and intimacy. But if it's talking about just generally speaking about financial stability, you know, maybe there's a worry of that, of being left out in the cold quite literally and being left with nothing. Maybe you were taken care of in that respect and you didn't, you know, this is an extra message, and you did not, you know, consider yourself on your own prior to this altercation. That's a side note. But what it feels like for me, there's like something that's fortuitous about this particular karmic unfolding, excuse me. I was going to say unfoldment. And the ship energy with the house, and again, the judgment in the reverse, wanting that second chance to create that home feeling and still trying to go after it, still wanting that to be the destination of where this ends, so to speak. And this letter that comes out with despair and the King of Swords in the reverse. Again, it's words. It's words, how something was communicated. That is definitely for sure. However that was, whether being spoken, written, however. Okay, let's get theirs. Holy cow. The man again. The garden with distant horizons and the Five of Cups. The whip with change and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And then you have the Child. The coffin. Yeah. Okay, so it feels like for them over here with the with the male and courthouse and the devil, again, there's like this judgment that happens on himself. On themselves. They go back to themselves again, realizing, hey, I need to, because of spirit, I need to look. And this distant horizon is Five of Cups. It's like this energy is almost like an escapist energy about trying to go out and get, you know, stimulus on the external instead of dealing with things in the internal, hence why you're feeling it more. You know, and they haven't been able to, or don't know how, or haven't been well equipped to deal with those emotions prior, and you trigger that in them, knowing that that's part of this energy here. And then you have this Four of Pentacles with the change and the whip, which is again fast, quick, abrupt movement, trying to like get out of situations or cut it out really quickly or leave really fast, you know, speed. And then spirit, like we said, talks about the Hanged Man with the coffin. It's like you need to stay still. There's a new an initiation that needs to happen with this child, this new beginning within the self, possibly within this dynamic. I don't know if it's going to come back together per se. It doesn't feel like anytime soon, mind you. I do feel like you guys are both in contemplative moments and really trying to sift through the truth of the matter, like what's really going on. And then you have the Mountain. Yeah, this particular obstacle of yours, trying to sift through it, trying to get through this particular obstacle. So the way karma's playing out for you, my lovely, it's a benefit for you to step into your power more assured. And for this person, it's for them to step into their emotions more clearly. Both of you need to learn how to communicate better, period. That's for both of you, with each other or not, just in general, especially when it comes to the emotional expression. Okay, so we're getting your closing guidance now. This is going to be for you, how they want you to move forward. as you know all this new information, your guidance though. You have James Brown. Beautiful. He says, knock him dead, then leave him. So again, this is maybe what you felt. Maybe you did feel a little bit like you just got left, like I was feeling that too. But also this is talking about you stepping into that power, leaving a lasting impression, you know? Don't quit moving until it's payback time. Like I said, my friend, there's something about you balancing out what you felt was lacking, like what energy got zapped from this interaction. That's what's depleted right now. And when you're ready to get up, when you're ready to get on up, it's time to get on down. You know, it's like when you're ready to move, like you can take your time and think about what's been going on. And like we talked about, what is your contribution to this particular feeling that you're in? How did you get here? You know? And even if leave out the parts you don't understand, just try to find your involvement from what you already know and keep stepping forward, keep moving forward. And this guidance is going to be how they want you to how they want you to interact with this energy, if you do or not. Doesn't matter, just something to keep in mind when it comes to their energy, your guidance. Beautiful. Nina Simone. She says, never trust cures from the systems that made you sick. There you go. And then when love is no longer on the menu, don't eat. Boom. So yeah, again, it's about that pullback energy and just not to beg. That's what I feel. Don't beg for it. There is nothing more beautiful than speaking your truth and to power. Speaking your truth to power. Like we said, it's about the truth of the matter. Getting back into your power. Understanding that maybe communication styles need to be worked on, both of you. But what was said? Really think about what was said. Your closing words. Sweet William, beautiful. Says, gallantry, grant me a single smile. Aw, yeah, for sad embrace for sure. Sweet William, small has form and aspect bright, like that sweet flower that yields great Jove delight. It's like there is something there's still something to smile about here. There is still a bright aspect, something to be learned here. There's like a silver lining to all of this uncomfortability and all of this obstacle. You will get back into that delight state. Wow. Okay, my beautiful Pal-2s. I hope this was helpful. I hope you understand where or how karma has been playing out so far and how they want you to continue with the energies, knowing what you know now. You got this, Pal-2. I am sending you the biggest amount of love. Until next time, please keep watering your lives. Let me know if this resonated or not. I'll talk to you soon. Ciao. Welcome, my beautiful Pal-3s who chose the and symbol. These cards will be your guidance at the end. Let's spread out your cards. All right, my loves. Okay, so this side's going to be your side, and this is going to be your situation side. I did not intend for this to be a flip-flop. However, who am I to tell you how it's going to play out, because I don't know. This could be your energy, or this could be your energy, but I am reading it as in this is you and this is your situation, just so you know. All right, let's get into it, Pal-3. What is the karma, or how is the karma playing out for you? Metamorphosis. That's nice. Not always easy, but nice. And strength. Beautiful. Number 25 and number 44. 7, 8. And then you have Taurus, cultivate. I just heard there's a deep transformation that's happening within you and you're handling it beautifully. You are integrating everything that you have been learning, whether that be on a big or small scale. You're transforming into the version of you that you want to be. And reconnecting with the self. Oh, it's so nice, Pal-3. Your energy is so lovely. Okay, wow. I'm hearing you're birthing in a new you. I love it. Love it. Nine of Pentacles. Freaking A. The Death in reverse. King of Pentacles. And the High Priestess in the reverse. So what I'm feeling for you, my lovely, is how it's playing out is you're feeling very confident, very efficient, very whole is what I'm feeling. It's almost like you've conquered an end to a particular mindset or mind frame or a belief in yourself. Like it's beautiful and short form, you know, it's beautiful. The single, sexy, confident energy, regardless of you being single or not, but efficient, productive, capable, you know, not running away from problems, taking the lead in your own life, speaking up, speaking your truths, strengthening your resolve. It's so freaking good. It's good. It's quick, pile 3. Your energy is so different than the other 2 piles. Let's see how your situation's playing out. Gentle Gardener. Love that. Number 2 again. Number 3, look at that. Wizard of Awareness. So there's a concessions feeling, like, again, step by step, you're getting there. Like, you have the 7 and the 8 and then the 2. And then you have the 2 and then the 3. I wonder if this is like a 9. But you got 2 of these cards. And, oh, right. And for you guys, when I was shuffling to get these out, like 3 cards came out, then 4 cards came out, then 2 came out, and then 1 came out. I'm like, okay, not 1 came out. 1 never came out. I was waiting for the 1. So when the 2 came out, I was like, okay, well, they need multiple, obviously, because I was trying not to give it multiples. But regardless, that's what happened. So you have, and they're telling me that they have to be read together. Journey, you have progressions and journey, and then the moon and perception. The perception of your journey. The perception of the journey, excuse me. Didn't I say 9, right? Oh, this is 11, and this is 10. Well, there's a 1. There's a 9 here, regardless. Yeah, so the perception of your journey, or of the journey, excuse me. They keep fixing my words. So, my loves, what it feels like what's going on for the situation is there's a beautiful tending and awareness and consideration for the journey, for what's happening, for the unfoldment of this particular process, the progression of the metamorphosis, so to speak. Also, there is I'm getting a lot of relationship dynamics today. I'm not entirely sure why, but that's what I'm feeling the most strongly. It doesn't have to be about a relationship by any means, don't get me wrong. It's just what I'm picking up first. But there's like attending to the details, attending to the little things, almost the forgotten things, small gestures, emotional awareness. It's really good. It feels very equally balanced of masculine and feminine energies thus far. Queen of Swords. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Cups in the reverse. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Beautiful. I'm telling you, it's like, again, like the truth of the matter, no longer overthinking about things, not walking away from problems, ending and completing them, the awareness of the details, tending to it, gentle gardener, tending to those details. That's what this energy is doing over here. They're doing everything they need to be, and so is you. Like both of you guys, or both of the energies are amazing. This has to do like not with a person per se, you know, like in any way, it doesn't really matter. Like really clear about what you want to go after. No longer taking on, again, talking about this mindset energy, no longer taking on extra responsibilities or extra burdens that don't apply to what's being asked of you. emotionally confident, you know, very clear in sight. It's really great. Like, I'm telling you, pile 3, you guys have the lightest energy out of all 3 piles. Let's get some more info. So how karma's playing out for them, it's a wonderful journey. That's what it feels like. It's like they're tending to the details, being very aware, or the situation is very aware. The details are being tended to. There is a beautiful progression in this particular journey, and the perception of the journey. It's almost like enjoying this energy is enjoying the journey and not being so concerned about the destination. Yours here is enjoying the metamorphosis of the self. That's what this feels like. This is more about a dynamic, a situation. Like, for example, it can be like somebody else dealing with you, you know, and them dealing with you is this is how they're learning or what they're learning or how they're going through it. And for you, what you're learning or understanding or going through is a self-assurity of confidence, of strength, of stability, of speaking your truth, you know? It's really great. We have change with the 9 of Pentacles. Oh, you're stepping into that energy. That's what they're telling me. With the 9 of Pentacles, that single, sexy, confident. Again, doesn't have to be single, just confident, self-sufficient, reliant, capable. You know, you're stepping into it if you haven't already. It feels like you haven't yet, though. Death. Distant Horizon. This card has come out for every single pile. Yeah, stepping into something new, man. That makes sense. Like new within self. And it's that King of Pentacles energy, that stable, assured expectation with the King of Pentacles. Ooh. You know what I'm feeling here? It's like you're expecting somebody now to match your energy as opposed to you matching theirs. That's what this feels like. And I think this is where the strength is coming from, this metamorphosis, the strength of will. That's awesome. And with the High Priestess, you have Thief. Interesting. It's almost like the exposing of the thieves, the charlatans, the false, the fakers, the con men. You know, that's what I'm feeling here. And that's the con men within self, like the thief within the self, what was taking away from you feeling this way prior. This is very cool. Okay, so Spirit's telling me that you haven't fully metamorphosized. You haven't fully transformed, in other words. And like they said, what you're cultivating, what you're stepping into is this confident, beautiful, worthy, strong, stable, capable human being within a beautifully balanced masculine and feminine energy, bringing light to the falsities within the self and the thievery, self-sabotage, in other words, of self when it came to certain matters of worth, of money, possibly, of stability. It's really about the root chakra energy that I'm feeling here. Very earthy, naturally. Can also deal with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, for sure. Or an air sign is what I'm getting. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm not getting Cancer so much, even though if the moon's here, I'm not really feeling that Cancerian type of energy, even though it can still be there. Just maybe a planet or possibly specifically a moon in Cancer. Or Pisces, but I'm feeling more. Okay, so that's what it's feeling like for you, my pile 3s, that there's this beautiful evolution of self, hence this metamorphosis. It's quite freaking awesome. Okay, for your situation. You have community with the Queen of Swords. Occupation with the 8 of Swords. This person is so great too. Like, what a great match. I don't even know if you've met this person yet, but it feels like you have. Yep, mature man. Mature man with the 8 of Cups. Again, not walking away from the responsibilities. Seeing it, ready to fight for it, ready to work at it, ready to create unity, community, unexpected income. And that for me is like surprise, something beautifully surprising, unexpected. And I think this says, I honestly, this feels almost like not necessarily a new dynamic. I mean, a new, yeah, it could be very, very, very new, but it feels like this energy hasn't dealt with a person like you before, and vice versa. And you both are bringing out the best in each other. This is so interesting because you guys are doing like a healthy transition of your differences, and Paul too, their energies didn't take it so well, even though there are differences just the same as this. It's just like you guys are handling it much better, both energies. Maybe it is just because it's a little bit more mature. The energy is more mature. Wow. Wow, but it's, again, it's all beautiful, my lovelies. Like there's nothing super concerning here by any means. And I think that's the reason why you picked and. You're like, and now what's next? Like, what's up? I'm excited for this. All three, this is so good. Like this energy, again, just wanting to, just so fully aware of what's going on. So attentive is what I want to say. So attentive. Love it. Okay, so how do they want you? Spirit wants you to use these energies, knowing what you know now about how the karma is unfolding. What do they want you to keep in mind, per se? We have the path with change, boom. And then we have the fish, distant horizons, sexual attraction too, financial gain. On this path that you're on, you're gaining this beautiful financial gain with this path that you're on, whether that be legitimately materially, but like it's a gain in general. And then you have this whip here, or the scythe, excuse me, with the King of Pentacles and expectations. Again, I just feel like people are matching your energy now as opposed to you matching the other, and you're cutting out, like I said, the thievery. You're quickly moving away from that energy and stepping into something that is going to bring you a better harvest, metaphorically or literally, so to speak. And then the mice, the details. So this is the only contender for me here. Like, again, like I said, you are bringing to light the thievery, the responsibility that it takes, excuse me, the responsibility that you need to take to continue with this metamorphosis, with this strengthening this belief system within yourself. To not get overly nitpicky with yourself or annoyed. You know, don't do that with the self, is what I'm feeling here. About like how to continue with this energy, because you're moving in the right direction and you're really cutting out the shit that doesn't work for you. I do want one more on this mice energy, just in case I'm missing something here. Yeah, the heart. Like I'm telling you, yeah. Yeah, there's something about like I'm not going to settle for less. Like again, coming back to that energy, these people or energies are matching mine now. I'm not running to match theirs. I love it. Okay, their energy. The community. You have the snake. Oh, this is good. Oh, I know why you guys found each other, or why this, yeah, period. The sun. I totally know why. Like this snake energy with the community and the Queen of Swords, it's like again, when I said that this person or situation has not dealt with an energy like yours before, they've dealt with a lot of freaking snakes. And I feel like a lot of manipulative women. That's what I want to say first. And it has been within their normal community. And I think that you're outside of that type of community. That's what it feels like. And now this energy is like, oh, I know what this is now. Like this is what connection is, or this is what, for example, feminine energy feels like, or healthy feminine energy feels like, or healthy masculine energy feels like. You know, like it's that kind of feeling, which brings in the sun with this beautiful, no longer overthinking about this energy, because you're like, no, I want to work on this because their light is shining hella bright and I want some of that sun. Oh man, that's awesome. And then you have the fox, interesting, with the mature man. There's a lot of like cunning, manipulative energy on this side here, and I think that's what this person is, like I said, learning from. Like there's a lot of like, oh, Spirit's saying they've gained smarts from their past, and you being the opposite energy or a different energy is making them appreciate their past a little bit more, because they would not have been able to see you as clearly as they do because you were so uniquely different from what they've experienced, hence this unexpected income, which is of this tower. And the tower in the Lenormand talks about longevity, long term. It talks about stability, work also can talk about past, you know? So yeah, there's a lot of like learning from the past, and you being this bright light, this changes the perception of what they want. Like you literally, they want to tend to your garden. Get it, 𝒫𝒾𝓁𝑒? Get it. I love that. And then underneath the deck, sorry for my shaky hand. Underneath the deck is the stork with this new beginning again, movement, a new start, a fresh start. It feels so freaking good. Like, I cannot stress this enough, 𝒫𝒾𝓁𝑒. It's so nice. Your reading is like almost 10 minutes shorter than the others. I'm not kidding. It's so quick and it's so light and so lovely. So how this karma is playing out is they're learning their lessons from past connections. From their past connections, they are appreciating that, which is actually making them appreciate you even more. That's what this feels like. You are stepping into your confidence, into your doing, it feels like into the masculine doing energy, but so gentle, so still so soft, you know. Like I said, both very well balanced when it comes to the masculine and feminine energies within what I'm feeling here. There's something that's really wanted. Yeah, like look at the woo, 𝒫𝒾𝓁, man. I'm all about you guys. I'm just gonna take some of this too from myself. So good. Okay, last message is your guidance. First card here is going to be your guidance specifically, just for you. Use it however it applies. You have Leonard Cohen. Just a reminder, he says, when it comes to art, all that matters is telling your story well. This is it, and you're getting in there. You know, you're metamorphosis. Wow, you are transforming and cultivating these new strengths within you so that you can tell your story well. And I think you have been. Travel lightly through the darkness, which you've done. You've done. I'm not even saying you're doing. You've done. And learn to live in the intervals in between. Absolutely, absolutely. That's perfect. Learn to live in the intervals between events. That's what this is happening right now, my lovely. How they want you to move forward with this energy, as you can see how it's already unfolding, being privy to this new information now, or not, but being privy to this now, how do they want you to handle or deal with this energy over here? And you have Miriam Makaba. She says, if the times are broken, it is our job to mend them. And I think how they want you to deal with this is mending what you, again, the broken, the self-sabotage, the thievery in self, understanding that, because I think that you really want this energy involved, want to be involved with this energy. Your joy makes fools of your oppressors. Fucking A, follow my language, I really felt that one. In an age of liars, the truth is dynamic. What did I tell you? That this person has dealt with a whole bunch, situation has dealt with a whole bunch of manipulative energies. In an age of liars, the truth is dynamic. That is what you are, this refreshing truth, the perception. That is so perfect. I love it. Your closing words, closing guidance. The red rose. Oh, freaking A, I love it, 𝒫𝒾𝓁. Hidden secrets. 3 things cannot be long hidden. The sun, the moon, and the truth. Fuck yeah. I'm so stoked for you guys. Like, I can't even contain it. Buddha, so stoked for you. The sun and the moon are both on their side. You know, that hidden secret, that is you. I don't know how else to read this energy other than that. Like, regardless of it being romantic or not. They have dealt with a person like you before, and they are so appreciative of it. For you to be able to change their own perception of how they have been living. It's huge. It's huge, and you probably didn't even do it on purpose. You know, you're just living yourself and fixing and working on yourself, and your light has just been, I can't even say it's a light, it's a blossoming rosebud that is just ravenously growing, and you cannot help but look. It's beautiful. I'm so grateful to have read this for you. I'm so happy. I hope this helped you figure out how your karma is playing out right now. Please let me know if this resonated. I'd love to read about it. Until next time, please keep watering your lives. Ciao.